Hey there guys, this is Gamer Bunny, and welcome to my first playthrough of Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. Now, this is the sequel to the original Hatoful Boyfriend, which is a dating sim about pigeons and other types of birds, and it's made by Moa. I will be linking her Twitter and where you can buy this game and the original game in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoy. This game pretty much has a few mini stories and a few more fuller stories, and the first one is going to be a holiday special. It's called The Christmas Thieves Attack, and I know it's a little weird to be doing a Christmas special, especially since, you know, Christmas is over and it's the new year, but I think a little bit of Christmas cheer in January is good, you know, to get people excited for next year. So here we go. A brutal team of thieves here to steal the city's beloved Christmas trees. We thought they were just an urban legend until now. They're after the tree, and that rhymes with T, which stands for trouble. And that, my friends, is a musical reference. Right here in little Dove Hachiman City. Christmas trees disappearing. A dark shadow wriggling just out of sight. Can our faithful heroes from St. Pigeonations put an end to this mystery before it puts an end to them? Start this episode? Yes. I usually put a Japanese last name because since this takes place in Japan, it's a little weird for me to have them saying my actual last name. Okay, here we go. Hey, Ryota, what time you got? It's almost 6. You're not running late, are you? It's already dark out. Tell me about it. We were all talking about the nice autumn leaves and all just a few days back, and now I'm darned if it ain't winter. Christmas, even, is just a few days away. Swift indeed is the passage of time. Well, I'd better be heading back. Asami'll get out of work soon. Be careful, Mr. Rabu. There are all kinds of hooligans out about this time of night. Hooligans? What kind of teenage high school boys as hooligans? No sweat. Worst comes to worst, I can count on Asami to save me. Aren't you relying on her a little too much? We put up our Christmas tree today, so be sure to have a look at it as you leave. You did? I never saw it on my way in. I'll have to get a real good look at it to make up. Mr. Urushihara and I put a lot of time into decorating it. I hope you like it. You bet I will. See y'all around. December certainly does feel like the end of the year. I wonder how much busier it'll be at this time next year. You are a sophomore, correct? Have you been thinking about plans for after graduation? No, not really. I just want to make sure I can take care of my mother. I swear, Ryota is such a sweetie. He's always worried about his mom and whatnot. Worries are an important part of youth as well. And sometimes problems will simply disappear as you try to solve them. You never know. Mr. Urushihara, can I ask you for some advice? I've had a lot on my mind. But of course, I'm more than happy to provide whatever assistance I... That came from out front. I believe it did. Let us go see what has happened. It's so weird talking like that. Mr. Urushihara talks so properly. He's such a gentle bird. It's pitch dark outside. It's hard to see anything even with the light from the cafe door. What on earth? Exclamation point. Oh no, our bird friend. His cell phone's pink. That's awesome. A Lutino Budgerigar is collapsed on the sidewalk. Mr. Rabu, are you alright? Have you been injured? Arg. Arg. I let my guard down, and they got me from behind. They got you? Do you need an ambulance? It must have been some birdie settling a grudge from your biker gang days. No, that's not it. They're The legendary Christmas thieves come to our town. The who what now? The legendary Christmas thieves. What's that, a new TV show? No, they're real. They're out in the streets right now, spreading misery and destruction. They've been coming up on the news a lot, too. Haven't you seen the headlines? The Christmas thieves invade Little Dove Hachiman City at last. No. This is the first I've heard of them, I think. Forget the thieves. This is the first time I've heard the name of this town. I guess it just never comes up in a conversation or anything. The more you know. Do they show up every year at this time? I don't remember hearing about them last year. This is the first time they've come here, so I don't know too much either, but apparently they move around each year. I worked at Mr. Urushihara's shop, Torimi Cafe, during the summer. The job was only until August, but apparently he decided he could use help for December as well. The wilderness gets very cold this time of the year, making it dangerous to come home late, so I left it to Ryota this time. That and I need time to study. And it sounds like Torimi Cafe is the mysterious thief's latest victim. This smacks of drama, excitement, and adventure. Objection! What was that for? Oh, just getting the feel for it. There's been an incident, right? I need to make sure my finger pointing is sufficiently dramatic for when I need to use it. Please don't go around pointing and shouting stuff. You'll give me a heart attack. Tell me, who's the victim and the suspect? The victim is Mr. Rabu. He was attacked from behind while texting a picture of Mr. Urushihara's Christmas tree to Asami. And when we found him, the tree was gone. Hold it! What's this? Phoenix Wright, I think. I never did play that game. What was that for? What do you mean the tree was gone? Please don't shout everything. You can just ask. Sorry, I got excited. Teehee. Jeez. Well, stealing the tree definitely implicates the Christmas thieves. They must be wandering the town stealing any tree they see. It's horrible. Mr. Urushihara and I worked so hard to decorate that tree, too. And now all the customers who were looking forward to seeing it will be disappointed. Monstrous. How could they steal Mr. Urushihara's incredibly classy hand-decorated tree? Let's look for the thieves. Christmas is at the weekend, so they must still be in town. I wonder. They probably are still prowling around here looking for trees. Yes. I want to get Mr. Urushihara's tree back anyway. Let's find them, Bunny. We can start today. You two are awfully loud today. Can you not grant the rest of us a little peace and quiet? Oh no! It's Mr. Fancy Feathers himself! Oh, Sakuya. Listen, they've appeared. The white demons stand poised to shatter the silence of the holy night. You can't just go around giving things nicknames like a certain someone next door, Bunny. Christmas trees are being stolen all around town, Sakuya. Maybe you've already heard? Ah, you must be referring to the drivel the local rag devoted an entire page to. Disgusting. Is there no more important news to be run now of all seasons? How telling is it that so much attention is devoted to such foolishness? You don't like Christmas, Sakuya? What? From where do you think I hail, plebeian? France, right? Oh, of course. Christmas probably means a lot more to you than us Japanese people. The council room is already decorated with a most fabulous tree. A labelle overlooks nothing. I have even deigned? I'm gonna go with deigned. To place it near the window, so that the masses may gaze up at it in awe and wonder. Be grateful. He who does not celebrate Christmas is no true bird. That is the importance Christmas holds for us. In other words, Sakuya gets really jolly this time of year. I just can't imagine Sakuya being jolly. Better take notes. Trees are being stolen from in front of shops and on the sidewalk and other easily visible places. So you should probably be careful too, Sakuya. Don't let it get stolen. Do not place me on the same level as you Orientals. Sakuya. You better check your privilege, Sakuya. With your infantile understanding of private security. Did I not say I overlook nothing? I know not who this villain may be, but he shall step not 1 centimeter within my territory. You rhymed. The council room security is flawless, I tell you. Flawless! Sakuya, we call that sort of line a flag here in Japan. Let's start our investigation by asking people around town, Ryota. Good idea. Let us know if you hear anything new or get robbed, Sakuya. How many times must I tell you my tree will not be stolen? I think his tree is going to be stolen, just because he said it's not. Oh? Upon leaving the building, Ryota and I are greeted by the sight of Oko-san prancing about on the track. Prancing or maybe skipping? I'm not sure. At any rate, he appears to be in a pointlessly high spirits. Hoo 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 hoo. Coo 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 coo. You're in a good mood today, son. Did something good happen? It's Christmas. Christmas is almost here. What? Another Christmas fiend? Is there something about Christmas that wakes the ancestral jollity inside a dove's heart? Everything is sparkly on Christmas. Oko-san is excited. And everything smells like delicious food. Oko-san is very excited. Oko-san is so skinny, but he's such a fatty, I swear. I don't blame him, the food is awesome. Western pastry shops always look so tempting this time of year. You spend a lot of time in department stores, right, son? Have you heard anything about Christmas thieves? Who? Who? Villains out to steal Oko-san's delicious grub? Villains out to steal pretty Christmas trees. She's like, trees! Christmas trees? Yes. Oko-san knows about them. The trees at Oko-san's favorite high society Seagull department store disappeared. High society Seagull department store. Do you know where that is, Ryota? Yeah, I've worked at the samples table there. I feel like Ryota's worked everywhere. I'll show you the way. Here we come, High Society Seagull department store. Man, that's a mouthful. Pretty birds. Department stores always feel a little unrealistic. A little decadent, maybe. It makes it so hard to go in. They're okay, really. Just don't think about that and it'll be fine. He read my mind? More importantly, we need to ask a clerk about the thefts. Right. Excuse me. Yes, may I help you? Do you know where you are, young lady? This is the High Society Seagull department store, right? That is correct. The High Society Seagull department store. Say it once more. The High Society Seagull department store. Good. The store is of high society, by high society, and for high society. It is no place for obviously low society humans. Please leave. Objection! More Phoenix Wright references. This is blatant speciesism. I hope you're ready to swallow your words or defeat them with steel, cretin. Defend them with steel, cretin. Draw, man, draw, before I stick you like a rotisserie chicken. Aw, man. I don't want to eat any more birds. Calm down, Bunny. Getting into a fight here won't do us any good. Please don't act like San. And just what does Oko-san have that makes him so much more high society than me? Please, we just want to ask you a question. We'll leave right away. Did the Christmas thieves really break into this store? They did not break into the store, no. They were not allowed in. However, as you know, the store faces onto the street. The 3 Christmas trees we had arranged outside were stolen. Trees placed outside. Just like at Tarimi Cafe. Yeah, looks like they really are aiming for easy targets first. They seem to be quite crafty. I think this might get difficult, Ryota. Ah, I can feel the thrill of the chase. My hunter-gatherer blood boils. Right on time. I knew it was a good idea to ask you along. The stolen trees were of little value. We have already sent away for new ones. Do you think you could wait a little before setting them up? The thieves might come back. True, but Christmas is almost here. If not now, when would we put them out? Christmas trees are just so much of rubbish once it's the 26th. They're not rubbish. You can use them every year. Were there any witnesses? The trees were in a blind spot between security cameras, so alas, we have nothing. Too busy staring down your noses to look out the window, were you? I hope I never see you here again, young lady. He's mad. Well, that was a disappointment. About all we've found out is that thieves aim for trees placed in vulnerable spots outside. Maybe we should leave. Let's stop by the furniture section. Wow, what a bed. I mean, I'm not sure this would even fit inside my house. Just what kind of mansions do the society live in? Do the high society live in? There are humidifiers, hot water bottles, and other thermal frivolities lined up nearby. Winter goods are awfully fancy. Maybe I should indulge in something. A bonfire alone just doesn't say decadent. Hey, Bunny, look over there. Exclamation point. A disturbingly familiar quail is fast asleep on a display bed. Sir, you can't just crash in a department store. You're a grown-up now. You need to take care of yourself. Am I allowed to scold my teacher like that? I'm a high school student, right? Oh, if it isn't Hake and Kawara. What is it? Did you want to talk about career plans? Are you fully awake, sir? We're not at school. Oh? Good heavens, we aren't. You might have been here until closing time if we hadn't stopped by. Oh, yes. It's been so cold recently. I was thinking maybe I should buy a new bed. It does get very chilly after dark. Make sure not to catch a cold, you two. Mr. Nanaki crawls out of the bed and wobbles off towards a table covered in wool blankets of various dimensions. Blankets. I bet my Casio Mini he'll fall asleep on that too. Okay, there's something I've been wondering about before we continue. I guess I'm thinking too much about this because you're not supposed to, but I can't help but wonder how big the birds actually are. Because all I can picture when I think of Mr. Nanaki sleeping, on a display bed is this tiny little quail curled up in the middle of a queen-sized bed or something. So I can't help but wonder if the birds are human-sized or, they're just they're regular bird sizes. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter, but still. When you think about things like them sitting at desks and whatnot, you can't help but wonder. But, yeah, continuing. There's nothing more to find here. Let's look somewhere else. Alright, where to next? The thefts have gotten onto the news. If we ask around, we should find some eyewitnesses. Sounds good. Oh my. What? Huh? Some glass objects splinter with a monumental crash behind us as we make for the exit. I turn around and... Aww. I remember these guys. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! What are those? They look a little like doves, but not really. Are they... Maybe they are doves. In any case, a pair of bizarre white creatures are bludgeoning themselves against a number of glass Christmas trees and reindeer. Why is there so much glass? What are those? Are they doves? I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like them. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Punch, punch, crash, bam, boom. Oh god, they sound like they're destroying everything. The creatures frolic through the Christmas display like fuzzy wrecking balls, leaving behind nothing but broken glass and lost profits. There, the white children. Oh dear. That's no good. You two. Where are your parents? Merry Christmas! In any case, I'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules. Merry Christmas? The creatures trailed dejectedly after the security guard. What were those? I can't believe people let their kids run loose like that. I'd love to see the parents' face when they get billed. I guess Christmas gets everyone pretty excited. Sort of like demons which rampage during the full moon. Okay. That's a bit silly. Ruda and I spent some time asking around town, but no one had ever caught sight of the thieves. Apparently, trees aren't just being stolen from outside, but from inside houses as well. If only we knew what the culprits looked like. So many pigeons! Thank you for your efforts. We searched around where we had the tree, but we couldn't find any clues. I'm sorry, Mr. Urushihara. You didn't see them either, Mr. Urushihara? Correct. By the time Mr. Kawara and I got outside, the tree was already gone. That said, was there something else? Please, look at this. Mr. Rabu sent it to me a few minutes ago. Mr. Urushihara prefers his cell phone. His name is so long. A smartphone. Fancy. Don't those silhouettes look familiar? You mean these shadows are... Mr. Rabu said he took it just before he was rendered unconscious. Suspicious shadows carrying away the tree. They must be the culprits. Those silhouettes look awfully familiar, but maybe it's just my imagination. Probably nothing. I wouldn't have gotten this far in the vicious food chain if I worried about little things like that. What? There are two of them, then. They're awfully small. Though, it is a little hard to see in this picture. Mr. Rabu has always been one for strange local phones, so it would seem that the resolution is not particularly high. That does seem like him. This will help us a lot, Mr. Urushihara. Thank Mr. Rabu for us too. How is he doing right now? Asami is taking care of him. Rabu always seems a little bit incapable, or like he's in a subtly bad position, sort of like he's always stuck being a background character. It's not much, but we found a clue. We'll pick up the trail tomorrow morning. Later that evening at St. Pigeonations. Salutations, Mr. One. It is rather chilly tonight, isn't it? You're still here, Sakazaki Yuya. Haven't you been instructed to leave with the other students, excepting emergencies? There is a little something going on, actually, aside from the usual. And what would that be? There have been orders to investigate the Christmas thieves, high priority. That's a string of thefts involving Christmas trees, isn't it? It's not as if they're growing legs and walking away after all. And it's a little hard to imagine them spontaneously disappearing. And what is a night... Damn it, Yuya. And what is a night of sexy and luxurious discussion of sweet holiday love without sparkling trees? I'm quite happy to take up the job, to defend everything the ladies and gentlemen of the town have worked so hard to prepare for this special season. You certainly seem eager enough. Yeah. It's good to have a little zeal, but don't go letting your guard down just because the case in question is completely idiotic. We never know who may have laid traps for us where. Roger that. I'll carve it into my pigeon heart, Mr. One. I'll go take a look at a few things then. There's a tree here on campus after all. First I've heard of it. Where's it set up? In the student council room. You can see it from the grounds. Sakuya must want to show it off with his big, fine, all-natural tree. He doesn't let any birdie touch it, but you can always see it in his window. It is really quite childish. Nothing wrong with a little vanity while he's still young. To a point, at least. Anyway, I'll go take a look at the council room, and then head into town. I'll send my report to HQ later. Adieu. The Christmas thieves. Stealing the town's festivity is hardly an admirable pursuit. I suppose I'll see if I can rustle up any gadgets to give Sakuya a hand. I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far, and I'll see you next time.